This week, the Federation of Small Businesses published its latest quarterly West Midlands Small Business Index. The index is based on extensive research amongst the region's small business community, looking at their recent performance, current circumstances, and future aspirations. The survey covers Q4 of 2021, and its key findings include the following. Confidence amongst West Midlands small businesses has fallen significantly since the previous quarter. This marks the third successive decline since Q1 of 2021. Secondly, more respondents reported a decrease in gross profit margins than those that actually saw an increase. Thirdly, more expected margins look to be squeezed further than those who expect them to improve. More than half said that they had increased average salaries over the period, and almost 3/4 anticipated that their average salaries will increase over the next 12 months. The fifth was about main barriers to small business growth in the future, including things like domestic economic conditions, low consumer confidence and demand, and lack of access to suitably skilled labour. The index also reveals that poor payment practices alone are threatening the viability of more than 36,000 small firms in the West Midlands. So these latest findings demonstrate that confidence in the region is falling and fragile, with trading conditions remaining extremely challenging while cost inflation are soaring. The government's planned hikes in national insurance in April look to be misjudged in light of this new evidence. But I believe that 2022 can be a better year for small businesses, provided that they get the breathing space and the support that they need to recover. So other report findings also support this view. So, for example, employment remained stable during Q4, and the region's firms expect to grow over the next 12 months. So these achievements and ambitions need to be nurtured by policymakers. That's why the FSB is calling for the planned rise to national insurance to be scrapped, or at least offset by an increase in the employment allowance from £4,000 to £5,000. So we'd like to see an increase in the small business rates relief ceiling to £25,000, which would take thousands of at-risk firms out of this regressive tax. We're also calling for renewed efforts to tackle the UK's late payment culture by compelling every large organisation to have a senior manager with responsibility for good payment practices, and ensuring that all big business and government organisations abide by the Prompt Payment Code.